Pisces, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 11th through the 17th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, Pisces, so this week we're continuing with the new moon that took place in your sign later last week. So now continuing with these new beginnings with yourself, with your goals, your self-image, self-awareness. Happy birthday, by the way, for those of you who have your birthdays this week, watching for your sun signs. So a lot of focus on you. And this is where you can be really gaining a lot of energy right now at the moment through maybe getting your energy levels moving, focusing on your goals, your ambitions in life. You can be enjoying it with Venus here. In fact, it could be a good time for looking good, feeling good, maybe in terms of relationships with Venus exalted in your sign. Breaking free with Uranus, this freedom over the bigger picture of being your true self, allowing your true self to shine forward. And this healing stuff that's been taking place with Chiron and also old habit patterns just being still released but transitioning into Aquarius a little bit later this year. All right, so finishing up with that. But that's been the bigger picture. But this particular new moon has been specifically with new beginnings with self, a new you, especially with it conjoining up to Uranus. So that's the context of all this. But this week in particular, we do have some very nice aspects collectively. All nice aspects, in fact. So it's a good week for opportunity, good week for continuing to move forward with whatever it is you're intent on, that independence that's being cultivated. Now, it starts here on Tuesday with Venus trining up to Mars. And so this has been this directness that you've probably had to either cultivate your worldview, philosophy, expand your horizons maybe, which although has been quite serious because you've had Saturn here, lately you've had Mars. So there's a lot of energy and momentum to tap into that adventurous spirit of life, whether it's philosophically or quite literally. All right, so that energy is very supportive this week. I think you can find you're enjoying a lot of that quite a bit, if that's the case. And vice versa, Mars trining up to Venus is that you guys could be just very direct and very assertive this early part of the week, very independent. All right, and that momentum, that drive, that motivation might be there. And you, again, can enjoy that process. Now, Venus does also rule your 3rd and your 8th house, so you could be quite direct with your communications this week and how you think. Also quite direct with your intimate relationships. And Mars does rule your 9th and your 2nd. So along with that 9th house of enjoying perhaps a bit of adventure, and allowing the mind to wander or expand, you can also probably find maybe enjoying the simple pleasures of life, the comforts of life. And that's already been a big emphasis because Mercury's been in here in the 2nd house. And Mercury's going to have a lot of these nice aspects this week, which is very good for you guys in terms of your values, in terms of your sense of self-worth, your self-reliance, maybe even the financial material stuff for some of you. So you're learning a lot about that with Mercury, and it's a very insightful week for these things. A lot of these aspects are very insightful aspects. And early in the week on Tuesday as well, we have that sextile from Neptune. So this has been over the past many years, you guys spiritually understanding the importance of having that faith and trust and letting go along the divine process, which of course comes very natural for you Pisceans anyways. But that's been Neptune in your 12th house, helping you let go. You know, it's been through that acceptance of life that's been this opportunity for peace. And it's not always easy, of course, but that's the outcome. And so that can be perhaps easy this week. Maybe that alone time, that rest and relaxation. And here, maybe an easygoingness in terms of cultivating your values. Maybe slight opportunity there, allowing the mind to wander because your mind's very much here in the 2nd house of your values. Sextiling Neptune, allowing the mind to wander could lead to intuitive insights about this area. Now, midweek and pretty much all week long, we have this trine from Jupiter, your ruler. So you guys could be feeling quite mercurial, quite analytical. Your mind could be good. Communications could be sharp in that sense. But in terms of these values and things, this is great for opportunities. Some of you might find some opportunities to cultivate these values. And some of you might just be feeling good in terms of your sense of self-worth, sense of your self-reliance. Now, this has been a Jupiter in your 6th house, so you guys have been learning a lot about self-improvement, modifying your work environment, your health, your routine, your diet, your regiments. It's been an area of expansion for you to really ground this stuff and start focusing on the more, I guess, earthly side of things. But it can be very supportive this week, the work life, the everyday life, with that trine from Mercury here. And again, you guys may be feeling a bit more communicative. Now, Mercury also does rule your 4th and your 7th, so the same applies for your relationships and your personal life, such as your home and family life. Could be finding maybe a bit optimistic about that stuff, inspired perhaps, maybe opportunities there. And later in the week, over the weekend, Pluto starts to trine up to Mercury exact. So here's where the really deep, powerful stuff starts to occur in terms of the insights. But, the insights are all week long. And now this is a Pluto in your 10th house, which has been helping you restructure your career or your public life or your productive life through letting go of unhealthy habit patterns, right, that have been maybe repeating in your life there, which has been shown by, it's there, but Pluto's showing that it's there. And so that's where the transformation has occurred. Now, this type of transformation, much easier. In fact, from a lot of that transformation, you can find it directly supporting now the self-reliance, these values, material enjoyments, the comforts of life, the abundance that you have, being grateful for that. And also supporting, too, your work or anything you're doing on that daily level, your self-improvement, and vice versa. So it's all these earth houses, from your values to your routine, to your career, to your finances. You got a good, solid support in these areas this week. And I think over the weekend, too, really diving deep within the mind to re-examine your sense of self-worth, your sense of self-value, and even your natural gifts and natural abilities. Examining that over the weekend, Pluto's going to be showing you maybe some areas you didn't see before, some new insights in that sense, some doors that are opening up because you're going really deep with it, or you can go really deep with self there, or with the mind, really. And again, this is involving your home, family, health, as well as relationships. So along with those opportunities there over the weekend, some new insights in terms of that deep exploration. Now, over the weekend as well, Mars is going retrograde. He's going to go retrograde in this 9th house, which again has already been this reflection about your guys' life path. What are you building along the life journey? How are things unfolding? What is possible, but also grounded and real? Mars retrograde up until June 29th is going to help you reflect on where you've been putting your energy in terms of your life path. Where have you been putting your energy in terms of what's possible? Maybe for some of you who've been more direct lately with philosophy, spirituality, or travel, might be reflecting on those things as well and re-examining that stuff, which is already the case with Saturn, but now you're going to have 2 retrograde planets there in the 9th. Now, Pluto's going retrograde at the end of the week into next week as well, so you guys will probably be reflecting on your career or your public life for the next 6 months, which is good to rehash, rethink about what is changing and what you can clear out to make way for that new energy there. So in a nutshell, this week, support from these earth houses here with your values, with your daily activities, self-improvement, with your career and public life. All right, Pisces, so have an excellent week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.